Well, hey, everybody. It's Dana from the Run Eat Drink podcast at runeatdrink.net. Welcome to week 3, day 2 of the Galloway Easy 5K, Couch to 5K program that we're doing. And we are about to get started out here. I just wanted to touch base with everybody and maybe hydrate up just a little bit. I got a Run Disney cup here and some sparkling water. Just to wet my whistle a little bit. As you can see, looking in the background, I got some cloud buildup happening there, and really, I don't think it gets much better even in that direction there. So I think all in all, we are hopefully the weather's going to hold up for the next 26 minutes or so. It's a pretty easy run today. We're doing a 3-minute warm-up, a 3-minute cool down, and then a 20-minute run total in the middle. And that's going to be 5 seconds running, 25 seconds walking for that total time running. Ideally, we should be, hopefully, if it holds true like last time, already hitting that time frame that we're looking for, which is 16 minutes a mile. And that's a good thing because, 20 minutes running this week is a little bit longer than last week and the week before. And then next week, we'll probably be adding a little bit more time to that. So I'm going to get it started on the Garmin. We'll head out and start pounding out the pavement. If you are jumping in the chat, say hi, drop a hello. I'm doing my best to keep track of the comments as I go and just kind of conversing and saying hi, and hopefully you're able to get out here and do it with me or do it on the playback. Either way, as long as you're getting out, getting some movement in, that's really all that matters. That's all we're shooting for here. So let me grab you and let's get going. So let's see here. I'm gonna hit the go button. There we go, and we're up for a 3-minute warm up. Yeah, this is the first afternoon that we've had some of these clouds like this. This is welcome to summertime in Florida. We typically can set our watch just about by the afternoon thunderstorms here. So let's see. Well, hello, Susie. Welcome. Glad you could jump in. Having a little bit of I'm having a little concern. I'm just keeping my eye on that thundercloud. We here in Florida, or at least in our part of Florida, we don't get a lot of tornadoes. So we don't, and I say this as somebody whose house was hit by a tornado in 2016, direct hit. But we don't get a lot of them. So we don't have tornado sirens. What we do actually have in our area, prompted by so many people getting struck by lightning, is lightning sensors. And every now and then, you'll hear the lightning sensor go off. And I mean, that's no joke, but that's actually like within, I think it's like a 3-mile or a 5-mile radius that it'll go off. So, hey guys. So I'm hoping we can knock this out before any rain actually gets here. How's everybody's day going so far? We had a really nice day at work. I got to actually enjoy having a chance to cook and barbecue for some of my co-workers today, or help grill out. Well, not barbecue, excuse me, grill, not barbecue. This was high intense heat, cooking quickly, not low and slow. But we got to grill out and do burgers and dogs for Law Enforcement Memorial Week. It's something that the command staff does for the officers and civilian support staff, professional staff in the building. So it was a pretty cool day today. Hey, Rob. Went from winter to summer. 32 yesterday, 95 now. Wow. Stuck in the truck wash line. It looks like it's going to rain on me. It does look like it's going to rain on me. I don't know. What'll happen is I'll get a good half-mile down the road, and that's when it'll cut loose. I am wearing a kilt today, doing the run, and it'll be my luck that I will get going. And I've had it happen in this particular kilt. This thing is canvas, cotton canvas, and it holds about a gallon of water when it gets saturated and weighs almost 10 pounds when I'm fully soaked through. Montana to California. Good Lord. All right, we're about to run. Here we go. First segment. And oh, look, hold on. Wildlife alert. Bunny in the road. Right there. Hey, bunny. Oh, bunny's running that way. Hopping that way. All right. Messing up my intervals here, so gotta get moving. It is humid. The clouds that we're seeing here are actually part of another cool front that's coming through. It's not going to drop our temperature too much, but the benefit for us is it does reduce the relative humidity here. So we end up with a much more pleasant heat, if there's such a thing. But yeah, so we are fortunate enough to get that. The actual cool fronts that are going to appreciably diminish the temperature are probably over for the year for us. I mean, we might get a little bit of a morning temperature drop, but like we had last Saturday, but that's about it. Yeah, it's the main thing for me, the main concern I have is actually whether or not we have lightning. I don't even mind getting rained on. Although I don't care if the camera, which is my iPhone, gets rained on. The lightning, or the gimbal that I've got the camera hooked into, I actually don't know how that'll do on or getting soaked. So if you're doing this program or something similar to it, if we have so inspired you, and you are looking at doing your running interval, the big question that I've had a couple of people ask me is, how fast should you run? And I talked about it a little bit last week when we were doing segments of Fort Myers, when we began and ended at Coastal Days Brewing. What I like to do is count the footfalls for 1 foot. So every time my left foot hits the ground, that's 1. And I like to make sure I'm getting 1 footfall per second on the walk segment. And then for the run segment, I like for that to be 1.5 to 2 times as quick. So for the 25-second walking segment, I want 25 footfalls. For the 5-second, I want between 7 and 8 footfalls for the running segment. You could go faster than that, but again, the whole point of this is to ease the non-runner into this world, this crazy world of running. We're wanting to make it as approachable as possible. So we're almost a quarter of the way done already. Hard to believe. I am eyeballing the sky for lightning, not gonna lie. I actually have aside from the horns that we have, which you can't hear everywhere, because we live very close to 3 schools. We can usually hear them pretty well in the neighborhood. I also have the app on my phone that'll say lightning within like a 3-mile radius is detected. It's very useful. Today was a warm one, being outside grilling all day long. because the heat from the grill, the heat from being outside, I'm about to get rained on, I think. You can probably hear the wind picking up. That is not an exaggeration or a trick of not holding the camera because the temperature's just dropped like 1, 2, 3 degrees, and the breeze is picking up. So it's so cold out here. And if I'm slower, I'm going to blame it on a headwind. That's the reason, right? And you'll notice in the comments section that it seems like I'm multitasking. I'm not. Amy was kind enough to do her run early in the day. She knocked that out, got it done. And that means she is free to do comments, answer questions, chime in, help out. And I really, really appreciate that. But she got the brunt of the sun today. Ooh. All right. I am rocking yet another of the Avengers t-shirts. I may have worn this one before. I like these. I've got a bright red one, a white one, this one. I am one of those people, I don't care what I look like in terms of my outfit. I want to be as bright and visible as possible. I actually have had coworkers hit by cars. One coworker hit by a car while on a run off duty. So I'm a big fan of obeying the laws of physics and not trying to test my luck with my mass versus the mass of a car, a motorcycle, bicyclist, etc. Okay. Can't really tell too much, but that there construction site has come a long way in just the last 3 weeks. If you were to go back and look at the old videos of us doing this, you'd actually see a little progression as we passed it. Pretty impressive. They're going up like weeds right now. All right, I can smell now. There's a joke online about Floridians smelling rain coming. It's actually very true. And turns out there is a scientific word for the smell of rain. I don't know what it is. A little bit of trivia I should learn. But it's very useful. Because once you smell it, you only got a couple of minutes before you're about to get soaked. Oh, I am, Aim. I appreciate it. My goal is hopefully make it back down towards the house before the rain comes. And here we go. Whew. Yeah, this is looking really nice. Coming along great. Probably takes them, realistically, beginning to end with landscaping and everything put into one of these new construction houses, anywhere from 3 to 6 months. And I think that we have 3 or 4 going up in a half-mile stretch on our street right now. So, what are you guys up to this evening? Who's running? Who's eating? Who's drinking? Tell me what you're doing or where you're going and what you're having. I'd love to hear it. Very curious. Amy got us vegan takeout tonight, which I'm very excited about, from one of our favorite food trucks, Death by Taco 239. Whew. Okay. So I have that to look forward to post-run. We have another ceremony tomorrow. We're getting our new chief of police sworn in, and then after that, I and the other members of our staff are going to be cooking again for the other shift that is coming on. We do the with 12-hour shifts. You only work 15 days a month. So it basically works out every other weekend you're off, every other weekend you're working. And this is the oncoming shift's long weekend. So we'll be feeding them tomorrow during the day, along with detectives, civilian professional staff, volunteers, and the like. So that's gonna be very nice. Get to see our chief sworn in, take some photos, go do that. It'll be a lot of fun. You don't get to do that too often. And Susie, good for you. I'll tell you what, we're waiting on tax return to redo our great room, and we are looking very hard at outfitting our great room with a bike, a stationary bicycle, a treadmill, and a rower, so that in the inclement weather, we have some alternatives. Because for us to hop in the car and drive, it's 30 minutes to the gym, in traffic. Another wildlife alert. Look at the bunny. There it is. And I missed my interval. Whoops. There we go. All right. I know you guys can't hear the watch too well. My only ding or knock against this Garmin, really, I can't find a lot I don't like about it. Well, price tag, but I did buy Amy did get for me the Mac Daddy version with every bell and whistle imaginable. She's good to me. And but price tag for one, and then the other thing, size. This one's like a hockey puck. I know they have smaller ones, but the loudness of the speaker for alerts, that's one area where Apple actually beats them on the Apple Watch over here. It's very, the beeping is very subtle on here, and I don't even know if you guys can hear it. And I'm having to adjust the wristband. So sorry about the extreme close-up of my mug. Nobody wants to see that. Anyway, if you're jumping in late, say hi. Tell me who you are, where you're at, what you're doing. Are you running, eating, or drinking tonight? All right. We just completed the 27th running segment out of a total of 40, which is what we're going to be doing. So we're running 40 segments of 5 seconds each. That means our total running time is 200 seconds, or just over 3 minutes out of 20. That's not bad. And again, I think anybody could do 5 seconds of running, 25 seconds of walking. That's the reason I picked this. Maybe next week I'll think about changing up the interval a little bit, but I know that this shouldn't intimidate anybody, and that's the goal. No intimidation, pure, hopefully, a little bit of inspiration and preparation, and then be ready to do like a Disney run. I mean, come on. How easy could this be? Well, the answer is pretty easy. Whew. All right. Here we go. So the vegan taco tonight is one that I think we've featured on the show. I know we've talked about it. It's called the Rockefeller that this taco truck does. And they cornmeal bread and fry oyster mushrooms. And then they top it with some pickled whole kernel corn and mustard seed. It's insanely good. It's vegan junk food. Whew. All right. We're in 9 more segments. So that means literally only 45 more seconds total of running. Total in this whole thing. That's pretty crazy. Let's see. I think, no, I'm not gonna do it all at once. Let's keep with the program. 5 seconds. I do typically like a shorter interval running, but I don't typically do 5 seconds. I usually do 10 or 15. And the difference from like a 5 second to a 10-second run interval is almost on a 5K, it's almost 2 or 3 minutes off your total time, believe it or not. And then again from the 10 to 15, and you end up with really good return on your investment of energy into the run. And you're so surprised at the end of it, and you're like, I had no idea that I could do a 5K this quick and feel this good at the end of the race. Whew. All right. Let's see, 6 more segments. So I think I'm going to do 1 more down this way and then turn around and loop back towards the house. And that'll be it. I think maybe I'll do 2 more down here.
Hello.
Hey! Neighbors are always very cool here. I want to say that it was actually the last time I got absolutely deluged, stormed on out here. I was wearing this exact outfit. This shirt, this kilt, different shoes. And I just kind of gave up on the whole beating the rain home. And I ended up posing for a selfie in front of the house when I was done. I was soaked. But I got my resistance work in too, because that extra 10 pounds of water you're carrying. Oh, and I'm not even factoring in the shoes. Your shoes get so heavy. And this is where I'm a very bad runner. Well, one of the areas in which I'm a very bad runner. I'm not one for owning multiple pairs of shoes. I'm guilty of that. I actually have the 1 pair, and that's it. So if these bad boys get soaked tonight, I'm gonna hope for the best that they dry out over 2 days. And then if they're not super dry, come Saturday, they're going in the dryer. I'm down with this. Let's do it. She keeps a couple of pairs in rotation. All right, we have 2 more seconds of running. 3-minute cool down. And we're done. That's it. Oh, Amy said a moose head awaits me. I'm not complaining. Moosehead is the official host of the Runny Drink podcast. Asterisk, not just like the beer. And here we go. Looks like I got my friend, looks like my buddy Alex from down the road, who trains for trials. Not him. Surprising. I thought it would be Alex. Oh. All right, well, then I'm just a friendly runner waving at a friendly biker who waved at me. And guys, I think that is the last segment. It's counting down my walk. Let me see if it's going to tell me to run one more time. If it's going to tell me cool down. Can you hear this? Okay, that's the cool down. So, little loop. All right. I love the fact I didn't get rained on yet. I'm going to stay close enough to the house that if these clouds cut loose, I can duck in. But that's it. 20-minute run, building up a little bit of cardio, building up a little bit of your slow twitch muscle fibers in your legs, all those supporting muscles without killing yourself. I'm still able to talk. I'm not gasping. I'm not dying. I promise you, as long as your doctor said you could partake, this wouldn't kill you either. Give it a shot. If you're not getting up off the couch and joining us, please consider doing so. Our goal is to hopefully do a meetup run, maybe in September, October. We really would like to do a run for anybody doing the Galloway, assuming that race goes off. I still have my own doubts, but officially they are slated for an actual in-person race in December. And then in February, we are definitely, if the Donna half marathon weekend or marathon weekend is going to happen, we are absolutely going to be going to that and doing some meetup action there. We have to. That is our favorite. We are very, very excited for that. So what we hope is that some of you who are coming to us, not initially as runners, are like, you know what, this looks like fun. Let me jump in. Jump in. I had a friend of mine, not a runner, messaged me over the weekend. He's like, hey, I'm looking at getting running shoes. What should I do? I said, or what brand should I go with? I said, go to your local run shop that he has like real runners working there, and real runners that are real trained people who know how to do a gait analysis, and have them do a gait analysis on you. Shouldn't cost you anything. Get fitted for a correct shoe. It's going to make all the difference in the world. Don't make the mistakes I made and that Amy made when we started this, and save yourself the shin splints and the heel pain and the plantar fasciitis if you can. And then I said, hey, if you're looking at doing a 5K, and he is, I told him, I said, check out what I'm doing. And he said, is it too late to jump in? I said, absolutely not. We're running for 5-second intervals. Anybody can do that. You should be able to take a shot. So I can't wait to get it for them. Some kind of gait analysis went to the fitting. They got it. And that's it. Workout is complete. Let me pause this bad boy and save it. I'll be curious. What's it look like? Yet another, it says new record, fastest mile, 14 minutes, 5 seconds. That's fastest one recorded here recently. And it looks like average pace for the running today came out to 14 minutes, 55 seconds per mile. Now, that is not going to be a pace that is going to win any records by any stretch of the imagination. I totally get that. That's not our goal. Our goal is to meet or beat 16 minutes per mile. And we did that. This pace, if we're able to maintain this pace over the course of a full 3.11 miles, what that means is if you were to go to a Disney race, there's no chance you're going to get swept from the course. You're going to be able to go, relax, enjoy, have fun, and not worry about getting picked up and feeling like you didn't accomplish something. And we don't want you to feel that way. Our tagline is accomplish, explore, and indulge, not feel like you almost accomplished something. We want you accomplishing, because we'll tell you, these cups here, these are so much fun. At the end of the race, you can go stand in the parking lot. There's a after party for the races, and you too can enjoy a very overpriced adult beverage if you choose, right there in the parking lot. Go take your photo with some Disney characters if you want to. The best thing is to take photos with friends and fellow runners. And we like to do that a lot when we go to those events. So that's the goal. So this is the cup. I just need to get some water in me because, it's Florida. So anyway, I'm really glad that you guys could come along today and do the Galloway Easy 5K / Couch to 5K. This weekend, we're doing the long run. Tentatively, we are planning for 7 a.m. on Saturday morning. I do have a repair guy showing up. I am almost 100% sure they're not going to be here at 7 a.m., even though they said their repair window was like 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. because we have having a glitch with one of the HDMI ports on our TV we have mounted on the wall in the studio. But so we're planning on doing the run right at 7 a.m. So I hope that you'll join us and hope that you're enjoying this. So thank you for coming along today. For the Run Eat Drink podcast, I'm Dana. Check us out at runeatdrink.net. Download the most recent episode by subscribing to us in your favorite podcatcher of choice. Otherwise, go right to the website. You can listen to the current episode plus all of our episodes going back to the very beginning when we were a video podcast. They're all right there. So thanks for joining. Thanks for coming along. I will talk to you guys really soon, and I will see you on Saturday.